Hello, and welcome back to Fem Life. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel. 2 lucky winners get to spend 1 hour on video chat with me. As the frosty winter air enveloped the sleepover, the group of giggling girls settled into their snug fort, their breaths creating mist on the windows as they shared secrets and whispered conspiracies. Little did they know, a shadowy figure lurked in the darkness, skillfully evading detection as they entered the room. It was me, their friend who enjoyed cross-dressing, longing to join in on the fun but too afraid to reveal my true identity. My heart pounded in my chest as I stealthily approached, guided by the familiar aroma of their beloved childhood snacks and the flickering candlelight. Just as I was about to slip past the makeshift barrier, a sharp gasp pierced the air, followed by an accusing voice. "Wait, who's there?" In an instant, all eyes turned towards me, their astonishment evident as they took in my feminine appearance. The room fell into silence, and I could feel their penetrating gazes weighing heavily on me. One of the girls, her face flushed with anger, pointed a trembling finger in my direction. "You're the one who's been sneaking into the boys' locker room, aren't you?" she spat out. Time seemed to freeze as I stood there, trapped in the harsh glow of the flickering candles. My heart raced, my breaths came out in ragged gasps, as I struggled to find the right words. I wanted to deny it, to explain myself, but the words got stuck in my throat. Finally, another girl, her voice quivering with uncertainty, spoke up. "But, it's Sarah, isn't it?" she whispered, barely audible. "It's just Sarah in a dress, right?" The tension in the room eased slightly as they exchanged bewildered glances, their disbelief etched on their faces. The girl who had accused me earlier glared at me, her expression a mix of anger and uncertainty. "Well," she huffed, "I'm not gonna sleep in here with some guy who's been snooping around the boys' locker room." With that, she stormed out of the fort, slamming the door behind her. The rest of the girls exchanged nervous glances before turning back to me. Are you sure you shouldn't go after her?" one of them asked timidly, ****. I shook my head, feeling tears well up in my eyes. "No," I managed to say, my voice cracking. "I think I should just leave." The other girls nodded in agreement, and slowly but surely, they began to file out of the fort, their whispers growing fainter with each step. As I watched them leave, my heart felt as if it had been torn in two. I knew that this was the end of our friendship, at least for now. With a heavy heart, I gathered up my things and crept out of the room, leaving behind the only life I had ever truly known, ***. The walk home was a blur of cold wind and tears. I couldn't believe that they had turned on me, that they had been so quick to judge and so slow to understand. I felt like a weight had been lifted from my shoulders, but at the same time, I had never felt so alone. When I finally arrived at my house, I climbed into bed and cried myself to sleep, the memory of their accusing eyes and the warmth of their friendship haunting me through the night, ***. Weeks passed by, and I attempted to carry on with my life. Despite still attending school, I made sure to steer clear of the girls from the sleepover. They hadn't made any effort to reach out to me, and I was too embarrassed to approach them. My academic performance suffered, causing worry for my parents. I found solace in solitude, spending more time in my room lost in my thoughts and memories. It wasn't until a lunch period when I spotted her across the cafeteria. She was surrounded by friends, laughing and enjoying herself. For a fleeting moment, I longed to approach her and strike up a conversation. However, the fear of rejection held me back. I finished my meal in silence, realizing that the events that transpired would forever linger in my mind, leaving me unable to forgive myself for my timidity, ***. Weeks passed by, and I attempted to carry on with my life. Despite still attending school, I made sure to steer clear of the girls from the sleepover. They hadn't made any effort to reach out to me, and I was too embarrassed to approach them. My academic performance suffered, causing worry for my parents. I found solace in solitude, spending more time in my room lost in my thoughts and memories. It wasn't until a lunch period when I spotted her across the cafeteria. She was surrounded by friends, laughing and enjoying herself. For a fleeting moment, I longed to approach her and strike up a conversation. However, the fear of rejection held me back. I finished my meal in silence, realizing that the events that transpired would forever linger in my mind, leaving me unable to forgive myself for my timidity. High school ended, and we both went our separate ways. She went to college out of state, while I stayed close to home, attending the same university as my boyfriend. We kept in touch, texting each other every now and then to catch up on each other's lives. Over time, our friendship blossomed, and I realized that the bond we shared was truly special. Eventually, she met a wonderful guy, and they got married. I was her maid of honor, and she was mine. Standing beside her on her wedding day, I felt a mix of pride and gratitude. Pride in her for overcoming challenges and finding happiness, and gratitude for the second chance she had given me. After the wedding, she relocated to a different state with her husband, and our meetings became less frequent. However, whenever we conversed, it felt like no time had passed. Our discussions flowed effortlessly, and we could complete each other's sentences. It was then that I realized that sometimes, the most important things in life aren't material possessions. They're the people we cherish. And she was one of the most significant individuals in my life. Version 1 *. Now, our discussions center around our children, exchanging tales of their initial steps and first words. We empathize with each other over the trials of parenthood and rejoice in the small triumphs. Our bond has evolved into something that surpasses time and distance, a connection that sustains us through life's challenges. Reflecting on our journey, I am thankful for every experience, both positive and negative. These moments have molded us into the women we are today and aspire to become tomorrow.